Welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We are live here in front of the Firestone Garage, and all of a sudden the crowd has assembled because we have racing royalty has showed up on the program, and I can't be happier than to have former Indianapolis 500 champion Mario Andretti with us. Mario, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me, Nick.
Oh, I greatly appreciate it. You made your way over here to the broadcast, and let's be honest, folks. One of the things that has to feel good, I know I feel good watching it, is how they still love having you around. Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, absolutely. It's the best compliment that they could ever pay me, and I know that. The only problem is I cannot accommodate all of them. Obviously, I try as much as I can, but the fans are the greatest, and that's why this place is obviously as popular as it is, because of the fans. They just they love being here. This is the event of the year, obviously, for us, and there's no better place to be than in May than right here.
Yeah. Speak with Mario Andretti. Mario, when you look at it, you won the race once, close a lot, but what is winning the Indianapolis 500? What did it do to change your life, and what does it do with drivers who win it for the first time?
Well, first of all, when I crossed that finish line first, it was like I said that before, like a big elephant was lifted off my shoulders. It seemed like you just got to get that under your belt somewhere along your career, and again, it's got that much riding for it, because it's arguably the best known motor racing in the world, and career-wise, it just opens up a whole new dimension for any driver that wins it. It just seemed like it completes, and it's even unfair for some drivers that have been competitive here, but were never lucky enough to win it. But it is what it is. But, when you're here, you just want to get that result, and I tell you, it's what's special about it. Obviously, is the fact that we have so much time to prepare for it, more than any other race. So because of that, if you don't get the results that you're seeking, you're that much more disappointed, because you have to wait another year.
Mary, but when you talk, you won 69. I mean, I know the sport has changed, I'm sure, a lot over the years. What are the biggest changes from the time you drove to what you see that we're going to see in 2015?
Safety.
Safety?
Yeah, by far. I mean, it's and that's the beautiful thing about it. Wonderful today's drivers. They have the best chance ever to retire on their own terms. And, that was safety is something that has been a work in progress. And it still is. And that, I think, assures the bright future of the sport. But, I've been fortunate enough to just experience the development of the technology over the decades. And, I'm right up to speed today, with what's going on. And again, one thing that I find that all the basics are still the same as far as the driver is concerned. Your job is to just get 100% out of the car, whatever you're riding, whatever the limit is, and then the rest takes care of itself. The human element has not changed. Champions of yesteryear would be champions today, and vice versa.
Speaking with Mario Andretti, so you do feel that way. You feel that the drivers in your day would still be competitive today with the equipment they use today?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The human element doesn't change. It's just that today, if you're going faster, okay, you have better tools to work with,
Right.
And, even when I retired in the 90s, we were running speeds as high as this or even higher in practice. I've run over 132 miles an hour here in practice in 1994. So we're not, I qualify for the Michigan 500, 234 miles an hour. So don't tell me about speed. I know what's going on. And again, like I said, it's all about the tools that you have at your disposal. The rules determine that.
Right.
The driver of yesterday, as I say, and today, is supposed to just take 100% of what is given.
Yeah, and you didn't do the 234 on the way to the track today, did you?
A little less than that.
A little less. Mario Andretti was. Mario, you mentioned you were around a long time. I mean, you're the only guy to win Driver of the Year, U.S. Driver of the Year in 3 decades.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, most people don't get the opportunity in life to do what they love as long as you got to do it.
Well, definitely have been living the dream, Nick, and I feel that I've been so blessed having the fortune to be around for so many years. And I raced for 4 decades. My first race in 1959, my last race in the year 2000. So as you could see that I got everything I could out of it. Won more races than I deserve, and again, now I'm enjoy watching my kids. My son with his team, and Michael, and then my grandson Marco, and then I have on my brother Aldo's generation. They're on the 3rd generation too. So as Andretti's, we don't know anything else.
Well, you mentioned your family. You mentioned your family, and you've got you got new twin grandbabies, don't you?
Twin grandbabies, yes. Mario and Mia.
You got a Mario in the bunch.
There's a Mario there. We call him Rio, though.
Rio,
yes.
Really?
That's what he answers to.
That's what he answers to.
Now, as we've been sitting here talking to you, people are taking pictures, and I'm assuming most of them are taking pictures of you and not me. I'm just assuming.
No, it's you.
I've signed maybe 3 autographs in my life. You signed 400 in the 5 minutes we were watching. You are... even non-race fans know you. They know your name. And how has that, I don't want to say responsibility because it has to be a great honor, how has that changed your outlook on life, your daily activities, or has it?
Well, it is, as I said earlier, I mean, it's the highest compliment, obviously, to have someone step up and then say something nice, about your career. I followed it, and, give me your signature, as a memento. And that's what it's all about. I mean, there's so much of that, and as you said, especially the youngsters, I think you feel if they come up, even if their dad told them, oh, that's who he is, you feel the responsibility, to be kind and make that impression to them that's positive. And so, again, it just goes with it. We all should be aware of it because, again, the fans are what makes this thing go around. And but we love the other side of it. It's not just the mechanical part. I mean, there's a lot of emotion involved, and if somebody walks away with a smile and they thank you, that you've done a good thing that day. And the only thing sometimes, as I said, sometimes you can't just take care of everyone.
Right.
Unfortunately, but we'll keep going around. Try to get them all in. But I love that part, and it's very important to be aware of that.
Mario Andretti with us here. Steven, are you upset you're not signing autographs? Is that the problem?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He's just very modest. That's all.
That's
He's just very modest.
Well, other than obviously winning, what is your favorite memory from this place, this track?
Oh,
this
I have
weekend?
many. Oh, are you kidding, Steve? I mean, it's the times when I dominated this race. I mean, I didn't. I had a good day when I won, and I won by a pretty good margin, but. I dominated this race in 1987. Every single day that I was practicing, I was quickest on pole. I led every lap, except when I stopped for pit stop, and then the engine expired with 22 laps from the end. But I've had moments before, many times where. I was there, capable of winning for sure. I had the car under me, and the fact that I led more laps than all but one of the 4-time winners. So you can see that not just my win, but I had a fabulous time here in my 29 times that I've competed here.
Right.
Speaking with Mario Andretti, Mary, let me ask you this: you mentioned a lot of close calls. In your day, who's that driver that was just that thorn in your side that you just wish, man, I wish he wasn't in the race with me?
Well, there were many. You want to mention one, AJ Foyt. Obviously, people will say that because of his excellence. You look at all of the ones that were doing the winners, the answers, Bobby, Al Jr., and Rutherford, and I don't like to name him because you always don't leave somebody out primarily. But there's so many, but there's always somebody that's going to be a thorn on your side, and I've had many, many thorns on my side.
But that made you better, didn't it? I mean, the competition makes it better.
Absolutely. It raises your game, and if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. But it's the pride and the ambitious goals, obviously, that drives you. And any given day, somebody's better than you, and then and if you're content with where you are, then you love mediocrity, which is convenient. But if you really want to excel, then you look at who's setting the mark and say, I'm going to try to get there, and that's what really drives you. That's what keeps you motivated.
Yeah. Mary, let me ask you this. Outside of your family, okay, because you've got family driving, is there a driver today that you ever look at and go, I really like him, or he reminds you of yourself on the track? Is there a driver out there that does that to you?
Yeah, a few of them, but I will not mention it because, again, oh yeah, there is Oriol Servia right there. Almost forgot, Oriol.
I love that. So it's just Oriol. That's it.
That's it.
He's the only guy that matters. We'll talk to him in a minute. Okay, you'll have your time. Okay, I'm kidding. That was good. But Mario, thank you. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us on the program. Wish you continued good health. And just get to enjoy another 50 of these at least,
Absolutely. Just keep selling those Firestone tires. They're the best.
We'll do
That's all I can tell you.
Hey, they're fabulous people. Mario Andretti with us. Come on, gang. All right. Hey, we thank you so much, and we'll come back with plenty more. We are live here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Nick Bonsanto Show. We'll roll on.